My name is Simon Manson. I'm a project manager. I found Scott through some mutual friends. We just had some connections in San Diego, lived here for a couple of years, and our kind of circles came into contact with one another through some mutual friends. I found out that Scott was in the real estate business and then got a hold of him that way. So the main challenge of the home buying process was I've got a unique job that has a lot of travel requirements. The property that I purchased, it had been on the market for about 6 hours. I was not in the continental United States. I messaged Scott when I saw the property and said, "Hey, I think this could be something interesting." And right after that, Scott would come to the property and do a FaceTime video with me and do a walkthrough and kind of digitally show me the property. And based on that, and some enormous trust that I built up with Scott up until that point, we said, "Hey, let's go ahead and pull the trigger." So within about 24 hours of the property coming onto the market, we had made a decision to make a play for it. The first time I had actually seen the property was post closing after I'd already owned the place for about a month. I couldn't be more happy with the results. Everything worked out terrific. Scott is exceptionally trustworthy. It's really about his transparency. He talks you through each step and explains the why and doesn't just push a paper in front of you to sign. So his transparency really got my trust very early. And that's why I was very comfortable with making an offer and going through with the property purchase. Scott assisted me in other ways when I purchased the property. He put me in contact with all of the correct contractors that were exceptionally trustworthy and did terrific work, and we were able to manage all of those little minor renovations that I wanted to do while I was abroad and still was able to get all of the work done prior to me coming back and moving into the property. All of the renovations had been done, that's so cool seeing all of that process from start to finish. But it was through Scott's contacts and some of the recommendations that he made that I was able to make that timeline happen as well. Again, just an all around win. One of the things that I always liked is that when Scott would show me a lot of these properties remotely when I was traveling for work, one of the terrific things was Scott always added his own commentary into the videos. And because he's got a really cool perspective and some of his family are very known interior design folks, and he's got such a great taste in terms of what a space should look like and what you can do with it. His little nuggets of information and kind of jokes that he added in when we were looking at properties really, made it more fun for me. And it was just nice having him there to add some extra perspectives. I'm not much of a creative type, and he's got all those awesome design skills. So having that angle was really cool. He just added a little bit of flair that made it fun for me. So that was always fun, just hearing his thoughts about everything that we encountered. Yeah, all around good things. So I think for folks who are trying to decide if they want to get into the market, or maybe are hesitant or haven't made up their mind yet if they want to make a play for a home, one, I think San Diego is a terrific community, but also Scott's the right guy in terms of the person you can trust and someone who's going to be able to get you a terrific deal. So I had a tremendous experience with him, and I'd recommend him to any of my friends and family to be able to move on with their real estate dreams here in San Diego area. And I certainly know that I'll be coming back, hit him up when the time comes for me to move to a new property. The only good things to say about Scott and the time that I had working with him, we stay in touch every day, and maybe not every day, maybe every week or so, just kind of sharing some funny moments or something like that, whether it be a photo from the house or what the latest plans are for the future upgrades and all that stuff. You gain not just an associate in terms of a real estate transaction, but a terrific friend. There's two sides to the win here.